Let me talk a little bit more. I want to bring my side of the story to Silver. I thought the psychokinesis was pretty cool. Like he could completely own enemies, and he could do that little stop. He could that little where he plants the floor with his hand, and then every enemy is stunned. He can just pick them up and throw them around. The biggest issue with Silver is his speed. He is slow. He is really, really slow. If you play as him in the, because Sonic 06, for those of you who don't know, has multiplayer, local multiplayer. If you play as him during the tag modes or the battle modes, you're going to have a hard time keeping up with the other person who might be playing as Shadow or Sonic.
Right. Well, I don't think he was meant to be fast.
Hold on, I have a rebuttal. Sonic the Hedgehog and all his characters, they aren't meant to be fast, and Silver's gameplay was more focused around strategy and platforming rather than like
because
Sonic.
of that. I think it's. I'm sorry if I interrupted. I think it's because of that they're like a lot of the Sonic characters, because after Sonic 06, Sega took the hit and be like, you know what? No, we're not putting any more characters. I think everybody just cares about Sonic, nobody else. That's why for the longest time we didn't see any other character playable, because they kept playability slowly in the I don't even know if that's a word. They kept that is a word actually. I used it in the wrong context. You can only play as them in the party games, but and sometimes like the spin-off games like the Secret Black Knight, you get to play as Blaze and Shadow. You get to play as them, but other than that, for the longest time, what you can only play as just Sonic, and it's because of Sonic 06 that it's just Sonic.
Okay, so for you guys, what other objections did you have about the game?
Hold on, can I say something? In my opinion, I actually think Silver's gameplay was actually unique and different from the rest. So that's pretty much why I liked it. But
that's what I was saying.
Another thing about Silver's gameplay, the end of the world stage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, his gameplay is pretty much his stage was pretty much annoying. It didn't really.
I want to. Sorry if I'm going on a topic by Silver. We were talking about Silver, but I want to bring up like the entire story. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
The entire story was just so convoluted. Like it's like a fan fiction story, It's like something like one of those fan, like I said, a fan fiction story. There are so many plot holes. Like there were so many plot holes. There was so many parts to be like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, here's the thing. And going back to what Syeed said, the platforming sets him apart from the other two, and that's what makes the game balanced out. You wouldn't want all three characters to be speedrun characters. That would make the game very boring. Just imagine Sonic with his natural speedrun maps, Shadow doing the same thing, and Silver. You were saying that Silver wasn't a fast character. Well, just imagine they made him fast on the level of Sonic and Shadow. The game would be very repetitive. You'd be doing the same speedrun. His balance with the telekinesis sets him apart from the other two, which makes the game balanced out to me.
Plus, it gives them different levels, different stuff to do on levels. You want to play Crisis City the same way over and over?
Exactly.
I think what they should have done with Silver was a balance of speed and platforming, because you guys know that the first CGI cutscene with Silver, where where Blaze comes out of nowhere and tells him, "Oh, Iblis appeared," and then he jets off and jets off. I think what they should have done something with that flying ability, you know what I mean? And then go on to the platforming parts.
Right. I mean, so what other objections did you guys have for Sonic 06?
The load times. They are horrendous. They last for like longest time. Sometimes the game actually crashes, or like something goes wrong with it. That it lasts for like 5 minutes. That's what happened to me.
Right. Some of the load times were longer than the maps.
Through my experience, I actually counted, and one of the load times was 10 seconds. It usually depends on what they're trying to load, but they just put load times in unnecessary places. Like, when you're doing a mission, you do the mission, then there will be a load time, then all that will happen is that an NPC will talk, and then there'll be another load screen.
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of
that's
annoying.
Totally a big deal. Like, I don't get why there's a load time. Like, this is how it goes. You talk to the guy, you accept the mission, load time, then he tells you what the mission is, load time, then you do the mission. If you pass or fail, you get if you pass or fail or not, you get a load time. The guy tells you if you pass or failed or not, then you get a load time.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, I can't even object to that one.
Another one, my con was the world hubs, like the places that you go within the game. To me, they were very dull. Like they didn't have much you could interact. Well, not really interact with, but you know, it was like very empty to me. You know,
they all look the same.
Yeah, you know, they didn't really have much to it.
Like, well, my question
is, Sonic,
should they have been in? Should the environments have been in there in the first place?
I don't know, but I think they should have like toned down the scale. You know, the Soliana Forest. That place is huge.
I think they just should have stuck it simple, like in Sonic Adventure. That's just me.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure. It was actually that was the good hub world that they got right. But Sonic 06, the Soliana Forest is just humongous. Like how I could get lost here. You know, there's like a bunch of there's like a cave you can break, similar to the Mystic Ruins, but it's just humongous. Why is all this space here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing in there to do. Like, it's just a big-ass tree there for no reason.
And it's even worse when you're playing as Silver, because it takes a century of Silver. It takes a century for Silver to get to the other side of the place. And the NPCs, there's so very few NPCs. They're just scattered around and stuff.
Well, yeah, that goes to my point. Should it have been there? If it has all these issues, should they have been there, or should they have rehashed them to the point where they weren't so humongous that you didn't have to take 5-10 minutes to explore the whole thing?
They should have bought Sonic Adventure hub world.
Yeah, as I said before, I mean, they could keep the hub worlds in there, but they just could have made them a little bit more smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
All right, and another point I'd like to bring up: the necrophilia. I do not appreciate necrophilia. For those of you guys who don't know what necrophilia means, it means to like to make love or to be in love with a dead character or person, you know, because you know how Mephiles.
Wait, hold on. I have to object to that. Many characters in the ending actually hinted that Sonic wasn't dead, and they even said it when Elise said that she could feel Sonic's spirit.
Well,
so I don't.
Completely gone. Like, he didn't go to the other side just yet. They had a chance to save him and bring him back to his body. It's just that in that time where his body was inanimate, you know, you kissing a dead hedgehog. That's another thing. You're kissing a hedgehog. An enemy, like a human girl kissing a freaking hedgehog. What if you get
passionate about it?
What if you get hepatitis B or West Nile virus?
Freaking thorns all in your lips.
What if Sonic has freaking you know what I mean? What if his sneeze because he has rabies? You know.
Hey, Sonic has been all over the world. Sonic Unleashed.
I'm just shitting around. I'm just saying, you know, like, what if he has the a disease or something that it doesn't affect him, but it affects humans? You know what I mean? Why would she kiss a hedgehog? Why not get Amy to do it? You know what I mean?
Hey.
Well, here's the point. I'm going to make an objection at, simply for the fact that look at the princess. Look what her role is in the video. I mean, the game itself. She's a princess. She's supposed to be the overseer, I guess, of whatever the Solenia, whatever the mess is.
I think
she's
a useless character. To be honest.
I'm not going to object to that point, but I will say her character was meant to be passionate about her city and the characters that she's engaged with in the game. Now, was the kissing of a dead hedgehog over-exaggerated?
Yes.
To some people, yes. I mean, but
her
character. Her character was meant to be like that. Knuckles' character is not meant to be.
I think
so
that
passionate. So you wouldn't see Knuckles kissing on. You wouldn't see Knuckles kissing on characters. That's not his role. Her role is to be passionate, to be an overseer of her city. So that's why she did some of the things that she did. That's why she was crying in some of the cutscenes. You have to take her role for what it's worth.
Question is, why if the Chaos Emeralds really brought him back, why did she kiss him for?
Why? Yeah, that's another thing.
Hold on. I have to object to that. You guys say it's necrophilia and bestiality, but If it was necrophilia, that means she'd have to have some kind of sexual intercourse with his body if he was dead. So it's not exactly necrophilia.
Well, it's a form of it. Well, it's bestiality then. It's like a form of necrophilia because you're showing some kind of affection to an inanimate dead object. You know what I mean?